So what does this situation look like in 6 months? Wow. I had a bunch fall out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Those fell out on top of each other. Oh my goodness. Wow, this just turned into a twin flame reading. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. This is the Awakened Jen. All right, so today we're going to be using the Lightworkers Oracle. We'll pull one card from this to see what energy we need right now for your spiritual path. And then we're going to pull a card from the Gilded Tarot. We'll pull 3 cards from the Gilded Tarot by Barbara Moore. It's a progression spread, past, present, future, so that we can see where you've been, where you're at, where you're headed, so that if you need to make a course correction, you can do that at this time. Now, when I say that I'm doing a 3-card reading, it's always way more than just 3 cards. That's just where I get started. That is the base spread that I start with, and then I start clarifying it out from there, and then I'll ask questions for guidance. And so there's always a ton more cards than just 3, but that's just where I start, and I just want to make sure that I'm explaining that. All right, so I'm going to set some intentions while I am shuffling the cards. So the first intention is that anyone who comes across this message, there is something in here for you. I set the intention that anyone who needs to hear the messages that come out in this reading will find it at the time they need it most. I set the intention that all the messages that come out will be for our highest good. Okay. I set the intention that all the messages... I already said that. I set the... All right. I set the intention that I will be given very clear words, phrases, anything needed in order to communicate the message as clearly and as effectively as possible so that it can be received as it was intended. So I'm already struggling with my words on this one. So that is exactly why I set that intention, is just to kind of just not let my own self get in the way of this message. I do struggle with my verbal communication. I am autistic, and so I do have moments where I will lose words, and so I just put that intention in there right in the beginning so that I will be able to do this and give a really good reading. That's the intention. All right. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. If you find value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications, and it will let you know every time I post a new video. I'm posting about 3 to 4 videos a week right now. And if you hit the bell, it will let you know every single time I post a new video. All right. So we're going to start with the channeled message. So Sagittarius, what does Sagittarius need to know right now? Awareness, expansion, perseverance. You have been pushing through a very difficult situation that has taught you many lessons to expand you on your spiritual path. Soon you will have a new understanding of that situation. You'll be able to see the purpose behind it, and you will be able to make better choices because of it. Awareness is a gift. We repeat cycles and lessons over and over mindlessly until there is awareness that we are actually in the cycle to begin with. The first step of change is acknowledging the need to change. That's where you are at. You are becoming aware that a cycle needs to close, and if you put the same energy to change the situation as you have to stay in it, expansion to new levels on your journey finally becomes possible. So the way that I actually saw that was that you have been working so hard at putting all of this effort and energy into this one thing that has kept you spinning in a certain cycle. And so now then it's time to take that same energy that you've been using to, push this, keep running on the wheel and keep this cycle going, to start changing the cycle. And that change will bring the new awareness, the new expansion, it'll bring the expansion, to lift you up to the new levels on your spiritual path. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull some cards, starting with the Oracle. So deep breath. right, so what does Sagittarius need to know right now for their spiritual path? Sagittarius spiritual path. Here we go. All right, so we've got life path. Okay. Deep breath. All right, so past, present, future, Sagittarius. Past, present, future, Sagittarius, past. Okay. So in the past, we've got the Eight of Wands. That was some very fast-moving energy. It could also be travel or communication. We've got in the present, Justice. So there's balance being made. Things are being made right. So whatever this cycle is, justice is going to be coming to it. And then in the future, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So this is the opportunity to collaborate with other people to bring your talents and your gifts together in order to create something beautiful that you couldn't have just done on your own. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. See, I do think that this is the awareness that's coming in. And then it's bringing in justice and balance to the situation so that you can start moving forward to work with other people. All right. Life path. Do you wonder about your divine life path and purpose? You have been enrolled in spiritual training. This training might be obvious in the form of a course or you are undertaking or hidden in a life lesson that is currently triggering your healing, learning, or growth. Whether it is obvious or not, successfully completing this training will empower you to fulfill your divine purpose this lifetime. Further clarity will be revealed to you. The universe promises that you shall know what you need at the perfect time and in the perfect way that you cannot miss. I've been seeing a lot of synchronistic numbers. Every time I look up, I've got a little counter, I got a little counter up on the screen that's showing me how long that I've been talking. And I keep seeing lots of synchronistic numbers showing up. So I'll just point out, I saw 111, 616, 707. Those are ones that have just popped out. So there's a lot of magic in this. There's a lot of just some validation, though, like that there's energy flowing right now. You are in spiritual training for a divine mission that serves your soul development and spiritual growth, while simultaneously helping others. It will help you express your spiritual purpose this lifetime. At times, your training may be aligned with the study or applying your skills in ways that seem more obviously aligned with a spiritual path. At other times, your spiritual training may be disguised in ordinary life circumstances. If you are unsure of what you are meant to be learning, of exactly how you are in spiritual training at the moment, look at the situations in your life that are causing you the most struggle. This is where you will find your training taking place. The struggle is the place where you are holding on. The struggle is the place where holding on is competing with letting go. It is, however, nothing to be ashamed of. A growth edge where you are doing the inner work of growing into more peace, trust, and love is a sign that you are certainly growing. It isn't comfortable. Sometimes it might cause fatigue and even a feeling of defeat. Yet you shall not give up. You shall continue, and in time you shall triumph with a feeling of peace, resolution, and wisdom. If you are feeling stuck, perhaps you're working on a significant issue or challenge that won't seem to resolve itself no matter how much effort you apply. Then you're being guided to ask for help from your spiritual team using the invocation below. Call upon your own higher self and soul to take over all aspects of the issue. Be patient. Do not resist what is, but neither collapse into it. Use your spirit. your spiritual practice, for example, meditation, journaling, dance, music, art, yoga, time in nature, and prayer, to strengthen you as you move through this training. If you are uncertain about what is happening in your life now, don't fret. Sometimes a smaller desire has to be sacrificed for the attainment of the greater vision. Be at peace. Know that all beings shine at the right time, and so shall you. This oracle is a confirmation that a vision of your path on earth is being shared with you. Whether in small daydreams, big dreams at night, in meditation, or simply in the feedback that you receive repeatedly from different sources, you are being asked to trust in what you see, sense, and feel about your vision for your life path and divine purpose. Even if you are not clear, trust that it is coming to you with loving divine timing. Be open-minded and listen for what makes your heart sing. So the invocation is, I call upon the wise and unconditionally loving ones to assist me now in perceiving, living, and manifesting my truest and most joyful life path and divine purpose. Help me know what I need to know, when I need to know it. And with everything else, may I be assisted to feel peace, trust, and patience as my beautiful life path unfolds, guided by the loving hands of the universe. May unconditional love reach into the hearts of all living beings, helping every creature to find true fulfillment of their destiny. So be it. 11:11. I told you there's synchronicity all over this reading. So, like, where I was able to already pull the synchronicity between the channeled message and the tarot cards that were pulled out, I just saw it all over this card as well too, is that you are really learning new lessons and expanding and growing. And one of the things that came to me from that reminded me, so the expansion reminded me from yesterday, because I did the Scorpio reading yesterday, and expansion came out in that channeled message too. And it was in a different way, but it was talking about the North Node. And I was reminded of the North Node as I was, when I saw that, but also when I was reading this, I started remembering the North Node again. And sorry, my nose is trying to run. So when we're talking about our life purpose and mission, that is where you're going to find that information. When you start learning about your North Node in your astrological birth chart, that is going to give you the clues so that you know, like, where it's at, how you're supposed to show up, what area of your life, like it's all there. And so, like, for me, my North Node is Leo, and it's in the 6th house. And so Leo energy is about being seen and heard. It's about creativity. It's about having fun. It's, center of attention, life of the party. That's not really who I am. And that's why it's my opportunity for the most expansion in this lifetime. My main personality is Pisces. I am Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising. And then my South Node, because it's always going to be the direct opposite from your North Node, my South Node is Aquarius. And Aquarius is a humanitarian. It's very much like a loner. Don't look at me. I do not want, the attention at all. And, versus Leo it's more about, look at me. So, when you're looking at the way that my North Node shows up. So I've got the Leo energy. So like I said, that is the being seen and heard, creative, fun. In my 6th house, the 6th house is about my day job. So I need to have, a creative outlet within my day job, and so that really is part of what led me to doing this right here. This ties it all in pretty well, and then you also have other clues in your birth chart, like your midheaven is about your career. And so my midheaven is Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is expansion, wanting to learn as much as you can possibly learn, taking in all of it's a very open-minded kind of, because I just want all the information. So I can see how it all pulls together. So if you've never pulled your birth chart, your astrological birth chart, I'm going to put a link to that down in the description. I'm going to give myself a reminder right here to put a link to that in the description box, so that you can pull yours and kind of start getting some of that information for yourself. Because most of us only seem to know about our sun sign. When we ask, what is your sign? It's typically going to be the sun sign that people are going to come out and we have all kinds of signs in our birth chart, and all of the signs are impacting different areas of our life. So like the way you show up in a relationship is connected to your Venus and your moon. And so my moon sign is Capricorn. I think my Venus is Taurus. So in relationships, I have Taurus as like comfort and luxury. And emotionally, though, Capricorn it's that fatherly energy. It's, like it's structure, it's doing the task. It's very different from the Pisces energy that I feel like I embody the most. The Pisces energy is very dreamy and spiritual. It's not grounded at all. So like the Capricorn energy is hard for me to kind of even understand, because I feel like I'm more of the Pisces. Like I can see that more evident in my life than much of any of the signs. So okay, but we're getting back to the North Node, though. If you will look up your birth chart and find the North Node in that and what house it's in, that's going to start putting those pieces together for you so that you can start seeing and having the awareness of what direction you might even need to go and in how you need to show up. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going with the rest of this reading. We've got the Eight of Wands in the past. And I would like to do some classes about the birth chart too, the astrology stuff too. If that's something that people are interested in, we can set up some sort of group, whatever, just as people show interest and tell me what they want to learn. All right, so we've got the Eight of Wands. Eight wands fly through the sky in an orderly fashion over a peaceful pastoral scene. Already set in motion, how the wands will land is already determined. They move with the steadfast surety and speed. Just as the lion and the woman walk together with unity toward a common goal in the Strength card, so do the events of the Eight of Wands. The determined purpose and delicate balance of the Strength is joined with the fiery action of Wands. Things are set to happen, and they will happen quickly. You are waiting for an outcome. You will not wait long. Events set in motion are moving speedily to their inexorable conclusion. Be aware of the dangers of interfering. By altering the movement of one of the wands, the others, because of their proximity to each other, will be affected. The connections are intricate, and you may not be able to see the larger ramifications of your actions. Okay, so this is in the past. This was waiting for the outcome. And like with the perseverance and knowing just that push for something to happen, you may have been affecting the outcome too. I mean, so you might have gotten in there too soon before you saw where these wands were really trying to land. You broke the trajectory. All right, so we're moving to the Justice card. The personification of justice stands with the past and future held in her hands. The scales represent the karmic balance of life that must be maintained. The image of the sun is you, directly in the middle of your past and your future. Justice is blindfolded. She has no power to help or hurt you. You have made your own karma. The yin and yang symbols remind you that the past contains the seeds of the present, and the present contains the seeds of the future. Whatever you have done in the past will determine your present. What you do now will shape your future. The message of justice is simple. You make your own future by your actions. You are at a point where you are questioning why something is happening. Look at your past actions. How have they created the current situation? This is a time for taking responsibility for your life. Be aware of giving way to despondency. While past mistakes have future ramifications, your present actions will also shape your future. Learn from your mistakes and make choices now that lead to a happier future. So, the thing that I am pulling from that is just that the place that you're at right now is not where you want to be. And you know that. But it is because of choices that you've been making over here. You kept making the same choice. So like from the channeled message where it was talking about this cycle just kept repeating, because when it came time for you to make, a different decision to end this cycle, you kept making the same decision. You kept doing the same thing. So we just kept repeating. Every time it came back around, you just kept doing the exact same thing that you'd always done. Even if this was in different ways. So like you could have one relationship end and have the very same situations, the struggles in your next relationship with a completely different person. Why? Because you're still showing up the same way. You're still making the same decisions. And so it's that energy that you've been pushing to make what this one thing happen. It's being misplaced. And so that's the thing that's needing to change. And so like you can look at all of this like all the effort that you've already put in, and all the effort is still going to take, but just understand that until you start making a different choice and start like the choices you're making today are what's shaping your tomorrow. So you've already made the choices that shaped to where you're at right now. You can't change that. You've already made those choices, but you can make sure that the future is going to turn out different because you're making a different choice today. And so like, I think that really needed to be like, I'm losing the word, but like pushed in. All right, moving to the Three of Pentacles. A master craftsman alone with his forge finds great pleasure in admiring his work. It is more than simple pride, although that is part of it. He experiences the sensual pleasure of well-crafted work and acknowledges the hidden magic in the creation of physical items. Of all the threes, he is closest to the Empress. Like her, he creates and delights in the creation. He loves the process and the product. You have a skill that gives you great satisfaction. It is something that you love to do, and you find great pleasure in the end result. Be aware of losing the magical connection to process and product. If something that used to delight you has become rote, try to recapture your early feelings or maybe pursue a new activity. All right, so this is you getting to really work with your creative energy and do something that you actually enjoy. That's what you're moving to a place that you get to actually, live a life that you enjoy. All right, so give me some more information about the Justice. Okay, so we got the Lover's card. This is a high-level soulmate. And then the Emperor, that's the divine masculine. And then the Seven of Wands is about standing up for what you believe in. So, let's look. So the one thing that I'm noticing just right now is this: they're all just looking just right at you, right at me. All the men. So, I mean, this was the present, and this is like happening all right now. So it's the Lovers card, and that is Gemini, and the Emperor is Aries, and Justice is Libra. That's the signs that have come out. Okay. Here we go. All right. The message of the Lovers tells us to make a good and balanced choices. Indeed, the original meaning of this card in the earliest tarot decks was called the Choice and showed a man choosing between two women. Consider all the facets before committing to any decision. Choose well and build a foundation that can help you achieve your best dreams. Be aware of letting one element of choice overshadow all else. A relationship with simply a physical attraction, a career decision with only an intellectual appeal, or a home opportunity with decadent amenities may not be the best choice in the long run. All right, so this is getting very wise, making wise choices. And then we have the Emperor. The message of the Emperor is that of healthy stability. Create an environment that allows you to function at your best. Seek well-functioning order in your life in terms of your home, your workplace, and your relationships. So, I mean, this is really using your wisdom to make really good choices, making better choices. Appreciate the rules of society that allow a smooth and peaceful life. So this is really where you're at. And then this one is standing up for what you believe in. So that is the justice that is happening right now, is that, you're making better choices. You're not choosing the same things to keep you in that same stuck pattern. You're choosing to do what actually brings you joy and, lets you express yourself creatively. And then, how was it worded with the Emperor? Yeah, the Emperor, healthy stability. An environment that allows you to function at your best, which is, again, this card. And then standing up for what you believe in. So you're fighting to get to this place, to be able to express yourself in a way, and I think because this is your work, the Pentacles usually comes down to what you're doing as, your life, your career. And I mean, we're talking about our life purpose too. So you're wanting to put something of real value, something that, comes from your own heart, and put it out into this world. All right, let's go ahead and pull some clarifying questions. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot. Okay. And I said, go ahead and write this down too. We had Gemini, Aries, and Libra. Gemini and Libra are air signs. Aries is a fire sign. All right, so what do you have to look forward to in this situation? Okay. So we have the Seven of Swords. This is this can sometimes be like a deceptive energy, But I think it's more of, how is it coming to me? Hold on. 7 of Swords. Where are you? Strategic. That's the word. Strategic. Just moving at the right moment. Making the right moves at the right time. And then the 2 of Wands. This is about stop just dreaming about that thing that you're wanting to do, and actually let's start making the plan and go out and doing it. This is actually putting those goals on paper and writing out those action steps. And then the 3 of Pentacles, this is the exact same as this. So what you have to look forward to is this. Getting to express yourself. Create beauty and value in this world. Okay, what do you need to be mindful of? So we've got the 2 of Cups. That is a soulmate connection. We've got the Knight of Swords. This is rushing in to save the day. The Queen of Wands. This is moving in the joy. You know, letting the joy move, having joy in the movement. Like, we're not just doing the things, we're enjoying it while we're doing it. And then the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like if you're not already in a relationship, you do have one that is rushing very quickly to you, that is aligning with the joy that you're creating in your life, and is going to bring in the 10 of Pentacles is your full spiritual and material abundance. I mean, this is just, you know, your prosperity. This is your happiness. I mean, you are building a life that you will love. Okay. Okay, so what does this situation look like in 6 months? Wow. I had a bunch fall out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Those fell out on top of each other. Oh my goodness. Wow, this just turned into a twin flame reading. We had the Lover's card come out already, which was one of the things that you had to look forward to. That's a twin flame card. We had the 2 of Cups. That's a high-level soulmate. And then these two just fall up, and you have really leveled up. You have really leveled up. And then, so with that, we also had these other 3 cards fall out together. So we had the 7 of Wands. This is about having good boundaries, setting, protection, and really knowing that as long as you're on the spiritual path, I mean, like, you're being protected and guided. We've got the 5 of Wands. This is, it's a competing, but it's also almost like building. I see this sometimes as like, they're all working to try to build something, and that's what you are doing, is you're creating a whole new life. And then the Chariot is fast moving energy. It's victory. It's I'm going to read that one, the Chariot. But and like the way that these fell out, it looked like it was just one card. And when I picked it up and I have never seen that happen. I have never seen that happen. And just with all of the other synchronistic things that had been happening in this, I love that for you. I absolutely love that for you. Okay, so the Chariot. Okay. Victory, speed, and action, determination, harnessing and uniting opposing energies, success, travel, confidence, willpower, and control. I choose who I am becoming and I run towards it with conviction and consistent motion. So, I do feel like, you've got justice coming to your situation. It's happening very quickly. This card is all about fast moving energy. The Chariot is very fast moving energy. So even though I asked, what does this situation look like in 6 months? I honestly believe it's not going to be 6 months' time. I believe that this is happening fast. You've got big things coming. And all you have to do is make a different choice. You have to choose the life that you actually want and stop choosing the one that is keeping you stuck in this cycle. I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading probably next week. I haven't done a check-in in a while, but definitely stay posted for that. If you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe so that you'll be notified as soon as I post those videos. All right, so what can you do to stay positive at this time? We've got the Ace of Wands. This is about the inspiration. The Four of Pentacles is about your stability. And then the Empress is your creative energy. It's the birthing your new life into existence. So that's to just follow the inspiration is going to lead to the stability. And then you're going to be birthing your whole new life through the creative expression and the choices that you're making. Okay. What is your best move forward at this time? What is in your highest good, best move forward? That's too much. Well, all right. No, I'm going to take it. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Wands. This is about just doing the thing, letting the joy out and just really taking that first step to do the thing. We've got the Six of Swords. This is moving away from the old stories. It's like I'm done with that. The Three of Cups, it is your soul family. It's building new connections and relationships. We had the Tower came out in reverse. So I'm going to read that just because it coming out in reverse and none of the others did. Let's see, this is 16. In reverse, it is life becoming stale, refusing to change, fear. So you still have the resistance. So I think that is really what is in your highest good is to release the resistance to that. To whatever's trying to come out of your life, you need to let it go because you can't. It's holding back the progress of where you're trying to get to. And then the King of Pentacles. This is, he's a very, I'm going to read that one. He's the most comfortable of all the kings. Overflowing material abundance, patience and determination, a confident and warm leader, providing for others, comfort and security, personal growth, goals reached, prosperity and success. Exuding warmth, the King of Pentacles welcomes you into his study for a heartfelt conversation about life. He's worked his fields, met his soulmate, found wealth, and now he looks out over his dream manifested as he offers you one of Tarot's most potent messages of forthcoming abundance and prosperity. The most important thing to be done is to enjoy it all. Enjoy every lesson, challenge, failure, and success. He reminds you to get clear on where you want to be and plan and envision. There is manifesting power in the longing and so much joyful expansion as you bring your greatest potential into existence. Happiness happens when you do better than the last time, And in the pursuit of personal growth, allow yourself the extravagance of desire. The rest is a consequence of faith, steady habits, and the courage to cultivate enormous dreams. Dream your biggest dream to light. Dream your biggest light to life. I dream my endless potential into existence with steady desire and effort. So I think that is a perfect place to close. I mean, you are in such an amazing new season of life. And I was just thinking, like, I want to know who this is. If this is your story, if you know that, like, you're about to make this huge change, if you know that, like, your person really is coming in, I want to know. I want to know. So comment down below and tell me if this was you. The signs that came out were Gemini, Aries, and Libra. So that could be your counterpart, or just an energy that's in your space that you need to deal with. So that may be working with you at this time, helping you to move forward in this, to help bring the awareness in. All right, so I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to do an extended on this. But if you are interested in a personal reading, I do personal readings. That link is down in the description box. I do a 30-minute or 60-minute video. You do not have to be present for this. You just have to tell me, do you want career, relationship, or general? And then I do it from there and we'll email it to you. So if that's something you're interested in, grab that link down below. If you have found value in this video, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so it will let you know every time I post a new video. Also, please comment, like, and share, because that tells the algorithm that this message was valuable, and it will push it out to more people, and it will help my channel grow, and I would be so appreciated of you to do that. All right, I feel like I kind of stumbled some with my words today, and I'm really sorry. I've had an extremely stressful day with my work, and I just still wanted to get this message out, and I haven't had time to really from my day, and so I kind of already knew that my nerves were jumbled, but I'm excited that I got to be a part of this message with you. I think it was beautiful, and I mean, you've got nothing but positive stuff coming, and so I hope that you enjoyed the message despite my moments of so all right, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys the next time.